Hi, good afternoon. This is Clyde, KA1BSZ. Okay, got away. I just got off the radio this morning, well, this afternoon, I should say, with a good friend. His name is Dennis, AI7G in Indiana. Um, Really nice guy. He had little problems with his digital modes, um, particularly OLIVIA, PSK. Had a like a side signal, harmonic that his rig was putting out, and in fact he's on there right now. I don't know if you can hear it. That's his signal right there, and he's sending back to me a transmission, but I already signed out. And so we got that cleared up for him. I told him how to fix that. And just about an hour ago, he wanted to find out how to do Olivia, and he said he couldn't really. He all he could get was a bunch of signals, but he couldn't decode. So this is how I told him how to do it. And if you're having trouble with Olivia and some other ones, so this is pretty simple to get it fixed. Like on Olivia or on a Hammer Deluxe. Thing to do is see now, and the audio settings are a little bit different on every mode. They're just a little bit different, and I'll clue you into that too in just a minute. Okay, so what you do is you on Olivia for Philadelphia, you go to the top of the page, right up here, and I just signed off. Hang on a second. I just signed off. Okay, there we go. So you go to the top of the page, right up here where it says, well, be over here, I guess. It's your reverse picture. When you look at it, it'll be over here. It'll be over here, but it'll be over there. Yeah, I've been dry for 11 years, so what can I say? So I'll be over here. I'll say this is OP mode. You click on that, and you scroll down, and somewhere in the middle it'll say Olivia. So you go onto that, and then there'll be a sidebar of the different bandwidths. So click on like 8500. Put on 8500. And go to the frequency 14068 and use that for practice. Just go there and use that for practice. So, and then you go down where there's another button on this side, a red button, and it'll say T/R. That's transmit and receive. You click on that, and then on the box over here, you can type in your name and QTH and everything, and all kinds of stuff there, and it'll reprint it up here in this box up here. This bunch of lines over here is your part of your waterfall, and that'll give out. It'll record all the different other people on that frequency. So that's what you want to do. And on your audio gain, adjust your ALC up so it's just barely showing. Okay, That give you a little bit more of a punch. Not much. You'll sound a little louder on the other side, but trust me, it's worth it. Okay, so you got that adjusted, and you know, once you transmit on that, like if you're using Handrail Deluxe, you go over on Handrail Deluxe, and you click on the window where it says Olivia 500. But on Handrail Deluxe, what you got to do, this is what you got to do. You get it down where it says modes. You click on that, and there'll be a whole mess of them listed in a box. So you click on the ones that you're going to use. Now, just a rule of thumb, if you're starting out doing these digital modes, like on Handrail Deluxe or just Handrail Deluxe, you can't do this on Film Digital. You can on Handrail Deluxe. You go over and you click on the modes that you think you might want to use. So click on to like CW, and click on to PSK 31, and click on to like Olivia 500, Olivia 250, Olivia 16500, and go with those. Start with those. Those are good ones to start with. That'll get your feet wet. Now, there's two things in Handrail Deluxe. There's two windows you can have. You've got your super browser, and then you've got your other window there that has the ones I just aforementioned. And the one I aforementioned has got a different waterfall on the bottom. It's entirely different than the super browser one. The super browser one, when you click onto that, let's see, I'll go up here and I'll click on it. There we go. You'll come down to where there's three boxes. You get your waterfall, and then off to the left, you've got that yellow box. Well, it's yellow for me. You can have it in any kind of color you want. Right now, when you click onto that site, it's going to be a couple of different colors. And they probably ain't going to be the colors you want, but it doesn't matter. So you go to that yellow box on the left. That's your receive box. That's what you're receiving. The one on the right is your transmitting box. And there's a couple of macros on the top end. I got like CQ Vermont, CQDX, and CQ Long. So, and I'll get to those in just a minute. So the waterfall, it goes sideways, and it'll be like different audio channels there, where you're going to be picking up the signals. Okay, that's on your super browser. I'm not talking about the other one. The super browser one. To be yeah. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Okay, now, so how do we set up the macros? Okay, it's pretty simple. Now you go to where it says default. It says manager. Oh, wait a minute, right? Is that the one I want? No, that ain't the one. Go up on the top, very top, where it says program options. That's program options. Click onto that, and there'll be a whole list of different things. Now, when you start with Handrail Deluxe, there'll be like 3 different sections that ask you different questions or stuff, and fill those all in. I mean, a lot of the stuff I don't even use. See, I'm an all radio teletype operator, and I type everything all out, all my hands and fingers. I don't do a lot of macros and stuff. I'm not a button pusher like a lot of people are. All right, so you go, let's see, call sign information. I don't usually, well, you can put that in there. the clock, make it UTC, GMT. Put that in it. Logbook I don't deal with. Modes and ID. Yeah. That's self-explanatory. Let's see, radio, QSO. Here's another important one. Sound card. If you're using your USB ports on your computer and you're running it to an outboard interface, this is what you gotta do. If you're using a USB, the USB audio codec, CODEC, and you get the microphone and the speakers. Make sure they're working. All right, make sure they're working. All right. Okay, sound storage, super browser. Super browser on the upper right left-hand corner where it says number of active channels, more CPU. Click on 10. Where it says search, room separation, free space, go advanced. Minimum separation, go to 5 hertz. Waterfall, and make sure it's right in the middle. Right in the middle of that little graph. Where it says other, click on automatic frequency control, AFC. And that's not football either. Okay, text, go to scrolling. Number of channels, like I said before, 10. Show channel. Show channel when characters received. Click on 10. Containing a word of at least 4 characters. Run 4. Rewind received audio. Click on 20 seconds. I'm telling you how to do all this stuff, all right? Hide channel. Click on 20. Just if less than 2 characters, put 2. The bottom box here, put in 4. And you should be all set. If you go up on color and fonts, that's self-explanatory. Signal, you don't have to worry about that. So let's see, go to waterfall. From excuse me, waterfall. Enable center frequency marker. Click on 13. Right dab in the middle. All right. Radio macros. Click on the left-hand box. Left on where it says buttons. Various. Click on only update if visible less than CPU. Click on that. Tuning, click on mouse. And click on tuning indicator. You should be all set there. Color, self-explanatory. Mode, speed, well, let's see. No, that's a good one we can do. Go to upper left-hand corner. Click on waterfall. Pass band. Minimum, click on 500. Maximum, click on 23. That's my preference. You can have it different. Speed, click on 3. Waterfall display mode. Click on the bottom one. It says log as above. The clipping, bring it all the way over to the left as far as it'll go. Smoothing, go to minimum. The appearance background, that's self-explanatory. Don't really have to worry about that stuff. Okay, then you go down to, oh, what the hell are they doing here? Gotta be careful when you Remember when I told you in the other video about dragging your finger across the page? It just happened to me. I mean, sometimes these programs are a little sensitive, and the computer's a little sensitive on the mouse pad, so you kind of got to be careful. So let's see. Go up to macros. Macros. There's a bunch of oh, that's what I wanted in the first place. And there's a whole bunch of things there. A lot of them are all preset for you. You don't have to do anything. But if you want to change them, you can change them. Now, here's the tricky thing. Some of these macros that are embedded in these programs, like my new computer, my new laptop I got last year, which is an E495 Lenovo. It's the top of the line last year. It's a $1,800 computer, and it works great. All right. Now, some of these programs you put in, like these macros, and they're all preset, and you try to disregard them, and you go to start your computer, and they're right back there, right where they were. My suggestion is don't worry about them. If you don't use them, don't click on them. So, that's about the size of that. And that's pretty much self-explanatory, too. Sound card calibration. You really, on Hammer Deluxe, you really don't. I mean, you can do the calibration, but it really doesn't matter, really, seriously. Okay, so you go up there and you X that out. Let's go to time synchronization. The only thing I would suggest on this box for time synchronization, just to be on the safe side, go to that little box and click on it on the right, that little right button, click on it, check it. And then where it says 10 minutes, click on 10 minutes. I think that's the minimum you can do, I think. I'm going to go check it, find out. Yeah, it is, 10 minutes. And then server 1, 2, and 3. I'll put down time. It's, let me get my magnifying glass. My eyes are getting bad. Okay. Yeah, time.windows.com. Server 2, time-a.nist.gov. Boy, my throat's getting dry. And then the bottom one, server 3, time-b.nist.gov. Put that on it. Port. It says usually 7123, so that's fine. Now, when I go to do the internet stuff, for like Phildigi and stuff like that, I'll get into that. I love doing this shit. It's really nice. So you go up here and you click that off. Okay, we're all set there. Okay. All right, so you should be all set now on the super browser side. And the other side there should be all set too. Now, if just by chance something happens to your site and you don't want, it changes and you don't like the way it is, go up to where it says let's see, view. I think layout. Nope. QSL browser. Oh, here we go. Go to Super Browser, and where it says QSL window, default layout number 1, 2, and 3. I think this one I'm using is number 3. Yeah, go to Super Browser where it says number 3. And go from there. I'm using the Ham Radio Deluxe. This is an older program. This is a 6.24 build 6.8, I believe. I think that's what it is. I think that's what that is. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's an old one. One of the last free programs that Ham Radio Deluxe put out. The newer versions, ones you're going to pay for, they're a little different, you know. They're about the same as these old ones, but I'd rather use the old ones because they're much simpler. And, I mean, you can log all your contacts on these things. You don't have to keep a paper log. But I always keep a paper log. You know why? Suppose your computer program goes to hell. Your computer goes to hell. There's, you know, a lightning strike, or someone steals it or something. And you go get another one. And you don't have, you've lost all that information. You've got 2 ways of keeping your data handy. It's called the logbook. And then I have my other logbook. I keep 2. People say, why don't you put it on your computer? Because if your computer screws up, you don't have anything to fall back onto. I got it right here. See? Okay, well, anyways, I hope I've helped you out. If you got any questions, email me. I'm good in QRZ. Can't find it. It's CLYDEBLAKE, all one word, 75. CLYDEBLAKE 75 at yahoo.com. Ship me an email. You get a question, I'll help you as best I can. If I can't, I'll give you to somebody else. And if I don't think he can help you, then go back to 11 meters. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't do that. Don't go back 11 meters. Yeah, and if you hear me on the air, you see my call in the air, just grab me and just ask me a question there. I'm on the air all the time, every day, 7 days a week. And for the last 44 years. Long time, huh? So, anyways, good luck. 73s, be safe. Don't drink and drive, because you might spill your drink. Be safe, my friends. And don't drink and drive, because we'd rather talk to you than read about you in the paper. And you all have a good day. Bye.